I am not upset that you lied to me, I am upset that from now on, I cannot believe you. Man is the cruelest animal. It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship, that makes unhappy marriages. And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane, by those who could not hear the music. The real world is much smaller than the imaginary. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth, because they don't want their illusions destroyed. The earth has a skin, and that skin has diseases. One of its diseases is called man. In heaven, all the interesting people are missing. After coming into contact with a religious man, I always feel, I must wash my hands. Love is blind. Friendship closes its eyes. Without music, life would be a mistake. I cannot believe in a God who wants to be praised all the time. Faith, not wanting to know what the truth is. Talking much about oneself can also be a means to conceal oneself. Madness is something rare in individuals, but in groups, parties, peoples, and ages, it is the rule. Is man merely a mistake of God's? Or God merely a mistake of man? Cynicism is the only form in which base souls approach honesty. No artist tolerates reality. Invisible threads are the strongest ties. I fear you close by, I love you far away. You have your way, I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist. The surest way to corrupt a youth is to instruct him to hold in higher esteem those who think alike than those who think differently. But the worst enemy you can meet will always be yourself. You lie in wait for yourself in caverns and forests. Lonely one, you are going the way to yourself, and your way goes past yourself, and past your 7 devils. You will be a heretic to yourself, and witch and soothsayer and fool and doubter, an unholy one and villain. You must be ready to burn yourself in your own flame. How could you become new, if you had not first become ashes? Is life not 1,000 times too short for us to bore ourselves? Live, dangerously. A thought comes, when it will, not when I will. Love, too, has to be learned. The advantage of a bad memory is that one enjoys several times the same good things for the first time. The thought of suicide is a great consolation. By means of it one gets through many a dark night. Thoughts are the shadows of our feelings, always darker, emptier, and simpler. There are 2 different types of people in the world, those who want to know, and those who want to believe. Ultimately, it is the desire, not the desired, that we love. Perhaps I know best why. It is man alone who laughs. He alone suffers so deeply, that he had to invent laughter. Become who you are. The most perfidious way of harming a cause consists of defending it deliberately with faulty arguments. And once you are awake, you shall remain awake eternally. They call you heartless, but you have a heart, and I love you for being ashamed to show it. Most people are far too much occupied with themselves to be malicious. If we train our conscience, it kisses us while it hurts. Family love is messy, clinging, and of an annoying and repetitive pattern, like bad wallpaper. There is always some madness in love, but there is also always some reason in madness. There are no facts, only interpretations. I will believe only in a God that knows how to dance. One ought to hold on to one's heart, for if one lets it go, one soon loses control of the head too. All I need is a sheet of paper, and something to write with, and then I can turn the world upside down. They muddy the water, to make it seem deep. The Christian resolution to find the world ugly, and bad has made the world ugly, and bad. Freedom is a will to be responsible for ourselves. Your only problem, perhaps, is that you scream without letting yourself cry. There is a false saying, how can someone, who can't save himself save others? Supposing I have the key to your chains, why should your lock, and my lock be the same? It is hard enough to remember my opinions, without also remembering my reasons for them. You must have chaos within you to give birth to a dancing star. Every deep thinker is more afraid of being understood than of being misunderstood. A casual stroll through the lunatic asylum shows that faith does not prove anything. All truly great thoughts are conceived while walking. The visionary lies to himself, the liar only to others. The visionary lies to himself, the liar only to others. There are no eternal facts, as there are no absolute truths. I am one thing, my writings are another. In Christianity neither morality, nor religion come into contact with reality at any point. What, if some day or night a demon were to steal after you into your loneliest loneliness and say to you, this life as you now live it and have lived it, you will have to live once more, and innumerable times more. Would you not throw yourself down, and gnash your teeth and curse the demon, who spoke thus? Or have you once experienced a tremendous moment, when you would have answered him, you are a god, and never have I heard anything more divine? The true man wants two things, danger and play. For that reason he wants woman, as the most dangerous plaything. To predict the behavior of ordinary people in advance, you only have to assume that they will always try to escape a disagreeable situation with the smallest possible expenditure of intelligence. One must shed the bad taste of wanting to agree with many. Good is no longer good, when one's neighbor mouths it. And how should there be a common good? The term contradicts itself. Whatever can be common always has little value. In the end it must be as it is, and always has been, great things remain for the great, abysses for the profound, nuances, and shudders for the refined, and, in brief, all that is rare for the rare. Throw roses into the abyss and say, here is my thanks to the monster, who didn't succeed in swallowing me alive. One must give value to their existence by behaving as if one's very existence were a work of art. I assess the power of a will by how much resistance, pain, torture it endures, and knows how to turn to its advantage. No shepherd, and one herd. Everybody wants the same, everybody is the same, whoever feels different goes voluntarily into a madhouse. At bottom every man knows well enough that he is a unique being, only once on this earth, and by no extraordinary chance will such a marvelously picturesque piece of diversity and unity as he is, ever be put together a second time. The end of the melody is not its goal, but nonetheless, had the melody not reached its end it would not have reached its goal either. A parable. There is an old illusion. It is called good and evil.